Guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Manaka and this is my channel, Manaka. Been a while since I did one of these sit down videos. Life's been hectic. um I gotta say, late 20s are, yeah. And I still don't feel like an adult. Well, I do, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like I'm grown because I'm definitely not in high school, and I can't really have a normal conversation with a 21-year-old without them telling me about some weird phrase or song that I don't know about. But also, I don't feel like I'm an adult. Like, for example, I saw somebody's Facebook post that said something about when we were younger and we looked at 28-year-olds, 29-year-olds, and 30-year-olds, they looked like adults. But we're childish AF. And I'm like, that is so true because we're so childish. Like, literally, we're so childish. So, yeah, basically, I was just thinking about that. That is crazy. But yeah, I decided to do a video just to sort of catch up a little bit. 2020 so far has been a bit, yeah. It's like what they say, like just ride the fucking wave, and just go with the flow. Don't try swim against it because you know it's gonna push you back, and you're just gonna get tired. And I feel like that's the point where I'm at. I was just pushing, and now I'm tired. So literally, all I'm doing is I'm going with the flow. I also just wanted to talk a bit about the full moon. Um, I love the full moon, by the way. I'm the kind of person who, if I see the full moon, okay, I genuinely like the crescent moon, the one that looks like a smiley face, because it just makes me smile. But I love the full moon because it's so bright, it's so beautiful, and it just, for me, it represents beauty. It represents happiness. It represents, there are times when it represents a lot. Like for me, it's emotion, and how there are times when we'll be up, which is basically the full moon. There will be times when we're down, which could be the new moon, where we don't see the moon at all, and it's okay because eventually we will be okay and we'll be fine, and we'll keep going and keep going and keep going, and at the end of it we still shine. So yeah, it is the full moon. It's in Cancer, 20 degrees apparently, but I'm not too sure about that astrological stuff. I still need to study it. By the way, that's one of my goals, to study astrology. I really want to find out about the stars. The last time I did anything that had to do with stars was in grade 7 when we went to the planetarium, and the only thing I remember from that was Orion's belt. So yeah. But yeah, I really just want to know about them constellations. I've always loved star signs, and I got into numerology at some point, and then I started liking what's it called, the North Node stuff, and all these with your sun, your moon sign, your sun sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign, all the stuff that apparently makes sense according to whatever. But yeah, so I want to get back more into that, to kind of, these guys are so loud. But yeah, I want to get more into that to kind of really be into it, if I'm making sense. I sometimes talk nonsense when I'm doing these videos, but I love it. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say that I've been through a lot. Last year literally was that whole "did you die" meme. That was it. Did you die? Like, there's so many moments last year where I felt like, what? This shit. Like, it was a lot. But I realized that, I'm actually more stronger than I know. I'm more special than I know, or than I realized. And if you are in my life, be grateful. I'm not trying to be big-headed, but be grateful because I'm amazing. if you're not in my life, or I stopped talking to you, or I told you get out of my life, it's because literally you were bringing down the amazingness of me. So I feel like we all have a space and time in people's lives, and I feel like there's a lot of people who don't understand that you make moments good by acknowledging them while they're happening, and then when it's the end of the cycle, let it go. Don't hold on. Holding on, it's like it's almost like grinding your teeth. That sound annoys me. Or like a chalk on a chalkboard. That's exactly what's happening when you're holding on to someone. It's like, and I'm like, oh. But yeah, so holding on to someone or something. But then again, humans, we are so used to comfort. We're okay with comfort. We're happy with comfort, and don't realize that, you know what, it's better to grow, because you know what, it's better to know if whatever we were going after was really messed up or not. Like, I mean, in terms of anything, for me, I think that's the biggest thing I can say. I would like to tell people. Always go for what you want and listen to your gut continuously. So if you want something, state it. If you don't get it, you know, I believe that there is something better out there for you. So if your gut says stay on it, then stay on it. That's literally how I see it. In terms of a job, in terms of relationships, in terms of what's other stuff, like hobbies, in terms of dreams, whatever. If your gut says it's yours, nah. Like, we're all gods. That's a subject for something else. We're all gods, and we can get whatever we want. Okay, I'm gonna swear a lot in this video, but I'm gonna try not to actually say the word. But you can get whatever the fuck you want, because if you set your mind to something and actually work towards it, you are going to get it. That's literally it. I feel like maybe I'm not making enough sense, but the vibrations around you attract what it is that you want. So if this is the job that you want, work towards it. Show that you are working towards it. If this is what you want in terms of, let's talk about YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel and you want 10K subscribers or whatever, work towards it. The reason why people have gotten the subscribers that they've wanted is because they've been working. It's not just you're gonna put up videos or just once in a while. Like, I know I'm very bad at that. I'm horrible. I'm gonna try fix that this year. Promise. But that's one thing. Like, literally, you can't expect to do one small thing, and then when it fails, you're like, it's not for me. You know. That's why I'm saying that if you feel in your gut that this thing is for you, keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. I think that's one reason why I keep doing YouTube, because it still has to do with me. It still has to do with me finding out things about myself, learning about myself, realizing the things that I want to do. And I mean, if it helps somebody in the process, whoop whoop. And the biggest thing is that it helps me realize. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. But yeah, this year it's a lot of push for goals and make sure that I'm doing everything that I want to do. And not just like do one small thing. And it's especially for anybody who watches this video. Not doing one small thing and then when it fails the first time being like, nope, carry on, especially if your gut says it's yours, you know. When it comes to relationships, it's a bit more touch and go when it comes to something like that, because all our realities are so different. And there's a lot of delusional people out there. There's narcissistic niggas out there. And there's just one thing I've realized is that when it comes to relationships, just make sure that you first learn to love yourself. Okay? Because if you're loving yourself, then you know more about what you actually want out of love, what you actually want out of friendship, out of family ship. It's not a word. But you would be able to set those boundaries to say, you know what, I don't like it when you treat me like this. I don't like it when you do this or when you say this. I want somebody like this. Like, there's a lot of the time where I think people choose not to say what they want and what they don't want because they expect people to like smell it out of the air or something, like it's written on their forehead. But unfortunately, nobody, even if you can read minds, which I doubt, nobody knows what you want. Speak, boo. If you love yourself enough, you will tell people what you want. You won't wait for them to fuck up so that you can complain about it. Okay? And then also just make sure you set boundaries. That's literally my main thing. If you want somebody, don't like, I don't know how to explain it. Don't force it. Like, I've always been a person who actually believes that, you know what, when they say that if you love something, let it go. Because if it's really yours, it'll come back. Like, I know it sounds, the wording sucks, but for me, it's kind of true, especially when it comes to people. Like, I can literally say on this page that, you know, there's some family members that I don't talk to at all. Family members that I was so close to when I was younger, you know, and those are the ones where you're like, blood, you know, but stuff happens. And I feel like the biggest step that anybody could do, even if they don't think they're the one at fault, is to apologize. Because if you really want that person in your life still, apologize. But, okay, I'm kind of, yeah. All I was saying is that literally make sure that you set your boundaries. So first, love yourself. Loving yourself will allow you to know what you want and what you don't, which will allow you to set boundaries, meaning communicate, speak to the people around you, tell them what it is that frustrates you, right? And if they can't handle that, if they can't take that, they shouldn't be in your life, okay? I mean, it might be a hard truth, but they shouldn't be in your life. I feel like we sacrifice so much for people that are expected to care about us or say they care, you know, and it shouldn't be like that. Like, life is difficult as it is. Mind games and stupid actions shouldn't be a part of it. If you want something, say so. If the other person doesn't want the same thing that you want, you know what, there's 7 point whatever billion people in this world. You can't tell me that that one person is the only person that you will ever be with, okay? And if you do, that means that you are very close-minded. You're not open to the fact that you could find something better. You're not open to the fact that, you know what, maybe this is the end of this, you know? But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who are holding on to things that they really just need to let go of. You really just need to figure out what it is you want out of life. No, I don't think there's anybody who could ever say they figured out life itself. And I'm not saying try figure out life itself. All I'm saying is that sit with yourself, you know? Talk to yourself. Figure out why it is that certain things annoy you, certain things, because most of the time, those things that annoy you have to do with something that might have happened in the past or something that you do yourself. No? Now, once you figured these things out, work on yourself. Work on loving yourself. I always tell people, you know, go back in the past and forgive yourself for certain things. But there's a whole other video because I would have to explain how. But yeah, that's basically my video. I think there was a lot happening in this video, but I'll make another one, probably in the same outfit because I still want to talk. And then we can talk more about self-healing and all of that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying this long and listening to me babba jabba. That's not a thing. But thank you so much, and I love you guys. Enjoy your 2020. Woo. Hey, okay.